Welcome to the channel. I am about to share with you all our April update. A little bit late, but we had a really great month, so stick around. Thank you so much for joining. I am Morgan here at The Life of Tillmans. If this is your first time, welcome. I'm happy to have you. Don't forget to subscribe while you're here and click the notification bell. If you've been with us before, you know that we do an update for every month, and here is your April update. If you recall and you've seen the video, if not, I will link it down below for you to go check it out. But for the month of April, we started our food, flowers, and fun unit study. So all about gardening, flower gardens, and just adding in the fun that comes along with maintaining a garden. This will be our second year doing a food garden, and we have had the greatest time. So not only am I going to share with you all our garden information, but I'm also going to share with you some things that we've just been loving for the month of April. Granted, we're in May now, that have carried over into May. The first thing is my girls have been devouring chapter books like crazy, to the point to where I am struggling trying to keep up, and I'm constantly picking up books from the library. This series, I don't know that I've shared it in the past, but it is the Sophie Washington series. Both of my girls have fallen in love with this book series. There are about 11 books in the series. I started out purchasing them, so we bought like the first 4 or 5 books, and then I started checking them out at the library. But a really good chapter book. It still has just a few graphics within the book, but the girls have loved it. Right now, my middle baby girl is finishing up the series. I believe she's on book maybe number 8 of 11. So if you're interested, it's about a little girl. She goes through just life's journeys with school and camps and Christmas time and, you know, all of those different things. But a really good book that my girls have loved. The next one, my oldest daughter just finished this book, and it is Arcade and the Triple T Token. This is a series book. It also has 4 books within the series, and it's about a boy. He finds this token, and it takes him on all of these different adventures. So each book is a different adventure. It is also a chapter book. You can see here, it has about 250 pages. One thing that I like about it, at the end, it has discussion questions. I'm always on my girls about making sure that they are understanding what they're reading and can retell that information to me. So what I did was create I would call it like a book report sheet. Not necessarily book reports, because I don't feel like those are really things that we do a lot of. We do more of book reviews in the world today. So they are basically just simply telling me things like what the setting was, a problem that may have occurred. They give the information about the book, like the title, how many pages, how many chapters, whether or not they like the book, and what's going on within the book. And this helps me to know that they are reading and comprehending what they are reading. We also discuss it, but I love that this has discussion questions in the back, because it helps them to recall what they have read and put those pieces together for a full picture. So these are the chapter books that they read for the month of April, and they have started on brand new books for the month of May as well. I'm going to be sharing with you guys in our summer series that will start this week, so be on the lookout for that. Books that we will be reading, different activities, all of the things for the summer. Also our summer school schedule, because it's a little bit different than what we do, I'll say August through May-ish. So be on the lookout for that. It's coming up in the next couple of weeks. Books that we have fell in love with when it comes to our food garden. I shared this when I talked about the unit study at the beginning, but Garden to Table, and this is a kid's guide to planting, growing, and preparing food. This book has been so wonderful for us. It goes through 6 specific foods in it, and we have loved it. Every time we're outside learning about the different stages that our potatoes and carrots are in, we can go to this book, and it gives us the stage that they're in, the size, and what to look for, their recipes. If you have not gotten this book, grab it. I checked it out from the library, but it is in my cart for me to purchase from Amazon. So great book to have. Another one that is specifically for children is the Let's Get Gardening. It is a very popular book. Lots of fun activities within this book to create your garden, like making things out of boots and on the wall and how to recycle those things and composting. It's a really good environmentally friendly way for gardening that is fun for children. So this is another one. It's a DK book and you can never go wrong with a DK book. Like never. I've loved every single DK book that we've ever purchased. Those are the books that we have been loving for our gardening and just chapter books that the girls have been reading that they started back in April. Some other things that I found really fun for us were my mother bought it for my baby's 4th birthday. She turned 4 April the 7th, and she bought her a butterfly house kit, growing habitat is the best way that I could say that. But this was so amazing. We pulled out the larva from the very beginning. There was a little booklet that came along with it that she could do different activities in. We all participated in just to be able to see these butterflies from the very small stage and grow and then moving them. It was very interesting. We were grossed out at times, but we had a really great time to releasing the butterflies into our backyard, into nature. Open it up. I want to do. We're releasing our butterflies.
Do you like
today.
tip it out?
There you go.
There you go.
Go follow. Go follow.
Bye. Bye. Anytime you know us, we're probably gonna have.
So that they could continue to thrive and do what butterflies do. So fun. If you've never done one before, I highly encourage you just to do it one time, just one time, to have that experience and to be able to just watch them grow through the different stages that they go through. Amazing fun. Another thing that I found, which was really for my toddler, but of course we all had our hands in it, was this kit. It is by Young, Wild, and Friedman. And what it is a sensory Play-Doh kit. They had a gardening one, and we bought a Christmas kit from them a couple of years ago and loved it. It was one of the girls' Christmas presents and loved it. But I'm going to show you guys some videos of it too. But here is the kit. Yes, you got Play-Doh.
Ooh, that's sticky.
Ooh, that's sticky too.
Yeah. This is a brown one. I wonder what this.
Oh, I love the smell.
You're supposed to use this for dirt, I think.
Makes it like dirt. Look, Mally.
Look. And this
You can pull
cinnamon.
pull some little animals out.
Let me see.
Mama.
Cinnamon.
Ooh, it does smell like cinnamon. Don't put it on your face, sister.
So that one's apple. That one's cinnamon. This one's bubblegum. Kinda.
Okay, sister.
Wow, this is sticky.
Yeah, so you get to play. You get to make you something. And it comes with Play-Doh and flowers and little flower pots and tools for gardening. It was so much fun. When we weren't able to get outside, say it was raining and things like that, we played with this kit. Also, my toddler has some pretty severe allergies, even just to like grass, and so she's not able to really dig around in the dirt the way she would like to. So the Play-Doh is kind of like her consolation prize for her to be able to play and participate and create things. Very fun kit. They have tons of other kits if you're ever interested in looking on there, from trucks and transportation kits to a trolls kit and flowers and gardening. They even have an early learning kit that deals with numbers and shapes and colors. Some really, really nice kits. They also have a subscription. This is not sponsored. I just love it. But if you guys are ever interested, this kit has been so much fun for us. Of course, with our unit study for the month of April, that's carried into May, that will carry in through the whole summer, which it being food, flowers, and fun, we did lots of gardening and spent lots of time outside. And we are still spending time outside because once you start a garden, the work never ends. You have to water and prune and make sure there's no bugs out there eating all of your food and all of the things, and fertilizing. The list goes on and on. We've spent a lot of time outside, but our flower garden, we started in the front of our home. We have not completed our oasis that the girls are wanting to create in the backyard, but we are still on it. We kind of took a step back because it became a lot dealing with the food as well as trying to do the flowers. So we focused on our food, and everything is thriving and doing very well. We have cantaloupe, beets, bell pepper, tomatoes, onion, potatoes, strawberries, a raspberry bush, green beans, okra, Brussels sprouts, more carrots, cilantro, and basil. I think that is everything. We have sunflowers going, and we also have mosquito plants out there to kind of get rid of some of the bugs, but everything is doing very well. We had a late frost that did kind of kill off a few of our okra, but okra really thrives in very, very warm temperatures. So we will retry okra probably in July, because that's when it gets really warm here where we are. But everything is doing so well. We spent lots of time outside. We repaired our hoops in the process before we got it all going. And of course we had to scoop up cat poop because they were using our raised bed as a litter box. So we had to scoop all the poop out and get it all prepared. But it's been a really exciting journey. Like I said, this is our second year doing our garden, and last year was a little uneventful as far as being able to grow and really harvest anything, but we still learned a lot, and we're learning even more now. It is carried over into May. We are still devouring books and still reading our garden books that I had checked out. Some checked out from the library, some that we purchased. We're just really having a great time. It's that time of year, and it feels amazing. A few other things that we were able to do for the month of April were community service activities. I talked a little bit about them in our Earth Day / community service video. I will link that down below. But we participated in one thing that was super fun, was a community garden. In an underserved community where there's pretty much a food desert. If you don't know what a food desert is, it's an area where they don't have quick and easy access to grocery stores, convenience stores, things like that, where they can purchase food. So a community garden was started there last year, and we were able to go and help get it started for this season, which was so much fun. We harvested beets and carrots and lettuce, and we planted tons of other things like bell peppers, potatoes, peanuts. Yes, peanuts. So many different things. We cleaned up the area. We were able to help with composting. Such an amazing experience. And it really was helpful for us because we have never participated or done anything in someone else's food garden. So as we started our garden, we were able to go to this garden and see things that had been growing for a while since last season, especially the carrots and the beets, and be able to harvest those things and just kind of see what our garden could look like. Very fun experience. We did it with my church and tons of other volunteers. We will definitely go and do that again. But that is one of the things that we did. Another thing is that we were able to package toiletries for 168 families, and this was in remembrance of the 168 victims of the Alfred P. Murrah, that is always a mouthful for me, federal building bombing that happened here in Oklahoma City. Something that my girls did not know anything about. They didn't even exist at that time, but I remember that in 1995. And I remember exactly where I was and exactly what it felt like and exactly how I felt and everything. So that was a really good experience. My big girl even got interviewed by the news station.
Well, tomorrow is April 19th. It's an important day here in our state. It's the anniversary of the Murrah Federal Building bombing. 168 people losing their lives in that act of domestic terrorism. Today, Oklahomans gathering in downtown Oklahoma City to remember in a special way. They call it Be Still and No Care.
To know that a bunch of people got killed in the bombing, I feel really, really bad. So to help people like this, it feels really good.
Each box including a short biography of one of the victims. The 168 boxes given away at 4:19 p.m. at First United Methodist Church.
It was a great experience. So when I say we've had a really amazing April, our April has been great. We also did some donating of clothes. We went through and cleaned out our home. Just something that we do every season, but we cleaned out tons and tons of things in our home, and we were able to donate those to the YWCA, which is an organization that helps women and children have supplies, housewares, clothing, everything. So we donated tons of clothes to them, gently used items, because you know children go through things like crazy, and I as an adult had tons of things that I just wasn't wearing, so why keep them? So that was a great experience. So lots of community service, lots of outdoor time. We had an amazing April. Other than that, I can't think of anything. We just started our new curriculum yesterday, and it's been good. A first day, you know, getting everything in place and getting used to what is new and what you're doing and getting rid of any glitches. We are still working through things, but the girls were very excited to start new. Baby girl started her new curriculum. We started back over at the letter A. Very fun. So it's been good. I'm excited. May is looking amazing for us. All in all, I would have to give April and the first 2 weeks of May great big thumbs up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want to know, what are you doing? What are some of your summer plans? What are you excited about? What happened for your April? Put that in the comments below. And any books that your children are devouring, I'm always looking for new book suggestions. Don't forget, coming up, I will be sharing our summer fun series, which all things summer, even a summer bucket list. So hang on to that. Don't forget to subscribe, click that notification bell, and I will see you guys right back here at the Life of Tillmans for another video next time. Bye.